Welcome back to American Muscle Hub, the place where car legends come alive. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most iconic names in American automotive history, the Chevrolet Corvette C1 through C3, spanning the golden years from 1953 to 1982. This is not just a car story, it's the evolution of America's greatest sports car, a blend of design, power, passion, and pure muscle. So buckle up, because what you're about to hear is a ride through 3 decades of Corvette greatness. The Corvette's journey began in 1953, a time when America was dreaming big, reaching for the stars, and building cars that symbolized freedom. The C1 Corvette was born out of that spirit. With its fiberglass body, something unheard of back then, and a sleek, low-slung design, it looked like nothing else on the road. The early models packed a straight 6-engine producing modest power, but they were the starting point of a revolution. Chevrolet quickly realized that style needed muscle, and in 1955, the Corvette received its first V8 engine. That's when the legend truly roared to life. As the years rolled on, the Corvette C1 evolved. It gained power, chrome, and attitude. The dual headlamps, wraparound windshield, and bullet tail design gave it a bold, jet-inspired look, perfect for an era obsessed with speed and style. It was America's answer to European sports cars, but with raw Detroit soul. When you saw a C1 cruising by, it didn't whisper, it shouted freedom. Now, let's step outside and take a closer look at the exterior evolution from C1 to C3. The Corvette's body lines tell the story of changing decades and shifting tastes. The early C1 had smooth, rounded fenders and a gentle elegance. Then came the C2 in 1963, famously known as the Stingray, and this is where things got wild. The split rear window, the hidden headlights, and the razor-sharp fenders made it one of the most breathtaking cars ever built. It wasn't just a car, it was rolling sculpture. The design was aerodynamic, aggressive, and futuristic, even by today's standards. By the time we reached the C3 generation in 1968, Corvette's design had gone full supercar mode. The C3 was long, low, and sexy, with those swooping curves and muscular rear haunches that gave it a distinct, predatory look. The pop-up headlights, the pointed nose, and the wide stance made it look like it was born for the track but tamed for the streets. It was inspired by the Mako Shark 2 concept, and it looked every bit like something from the future. Walking around the Corvette C1 C3 today, you realize just how timeless these shapes are. Every angle is a reminder of Chevrolet's daring design philosophy. From the chrome bumpers of the early C1s to the sculpted fiberglass of the later C3s, each generation carried its own identity while keeping the Corvette DNA alive. Long hood, short rear deck, and that unmistakable stance that screams performance. Now, step inside, because the interior of these Corvettes evolved just as dramatically as their exteriors. The C1 started with simplicity. A small 2-seat cabin, minimal controls, and a steering wheel that felt like it came straight out of a speedboat. But even then, you could feel the spirit of performance in every detail. By the time the C2 came along, the interior became more driver-focused. The dashboard wrapped around you, gauges were clearly visible, and it felt like a cockpit built for a pilot, not just a driver. Then came the C3, the era of futuristic luxury and flair. The cabin felt more immersive, with flowing lines, a dramatic center console, and a deep-set dashboard that made you feel cocooned in performance. Materials improved, technology advanced for its time, and the Corvette became not just a muscle machine but a true grand tourer. Leather seats, air conditioning, power windows, things that were once luxuries became part of the Corvette experience. Every time you sat inside, you didn't just drive, you commanded the road. Now, let's talk about performance, because this is where the Corvette truly cemented its legacy. The early C1 started off gentle, but when Chevrolet dropped the V8 in, everything changed. The small block V8 was lightweight, responsive, and easy to tune, instantly transforming the Corvette into a serious sports car contender. Then came the C2 Stingray, and this is where performance exploded. You had engines like the 327 and later the 427 big blocks, producing jaw-dropping power for their time. These cars were beasts, capable of going from 0 to 60 in under 5 seconds, which was insane in the 1960s. The C3 generation took things even further. You had options like the LT1, the LS5, and the monstrous LS7, engines that roared with American thunder. Even during the fuel crisis of the 1970s, the Corvette managed to keep its muscle alive. It was never just about speed, it was about attitude, about that feeling when you hit the gas and felt the car surge forward like a living thing. The Corvette was never tamed, it was controlled chaos on four wheels. When it comes to technology and safety, the Corvette was always ahead of its time in its own way. The fiberglass body was lighter and more innovative than anything its competitors had. The independent rear suspension in the C2 gave it handling precision unheard of in American cars of the era. Disc brakes, improved aerodynamics, and even early traction concepts made it a balanced performer. It wasn't just a straight-line monster, it could dance through corners, earning respect from European purists. The Corvette's evolution wasn't just about speed or looks, it was about making a car that felt alive. Every click of the shifter, every rumble from the exhaust, every vibration through the steering wheel, it all told you that this machine had a soul. That's something no computer can replicate. Now, let's talk about price and comparison. Back in 1953, the first Corvette sold for around $3,500, expensive at the time but worth every penny for what it represented. Fast forward through the C2 and C3 generations, and the Corvette remained one of the best performance bargains on the planet. You could have supercar looks and power for a fraction of the price of a Ferrari or Porsche. That's what made it so beloved, it was the people's sports car. Today, these classics are collector gold. Depending on condition and rarity, a C1 or C2 can fetch anywhere from $80,000 to well over $1 million for pristine models or special editions. The C3s, especially early chrome bumper cars, are quickly rising in value too. Compared to European classics, they still offer more horsepower per dollar, and more personality per mile. So what's the verdict? The Chevrolet Corvette C1 to C3 represents the heart and soul of American automotive evolution. From the elegant beginnings of the 1950s to the fierce, sculpted powerhouses of the 1970s, each generation carried the flame of innovation, performance, and design that made the Corvette a global icon. It was never just a car, it was a statement. A Corvette told the world that you believed in performance, freedom, and the American dream. And on a personal note, standing next to a Corvette C3 today still gives me chills. That long hood, those curves, the way the light bounces off the paint, it's pure emotion. You can feel decades of heritage and horsepower just by looking at it. It's one of those cars that doesn't age, it just gets more legendary. Whether you're restoring one, driving one, or just dreaming about it, the Corvette reminds us why we fell in love with cars in the first place: the sound, the style, the spirit. If you ask me, the Corvette isn't just America's sports car, it's America's heart on wheels. From C1 to C3, it's been a symbol of power, passion, and progress. It's a masterpiece born out of competition and crafted with love for the open road. And that's why, even after all these decades, the name Corvette still makes your pulse race. Thank you for watching this deep dive into the Chevrolet Corvette C1 C3 legacy. If you enjoyed this journey through time, hit that like button, share this video with every car lover you know, and don't forget to subscribe to American Muscle Hub for more incredible stories of automotive legends. Turn on the notification bell so you never miss the roar of history. Until next time, keep your engines roaring, your tires spinning, and your heart racing. This is American Muscle Hub, signing off, where legends never die, they just drive faster.